Welcome back to another exciting episode of Clark's Public Art School. I am going to start off where I left off on, I don't know if it was the last episode, but one of the last. And come in with some aqua blue. Oh God, I'm already about to drip all over this thing. Here we go. Trying to contrast light colors next to darker colors and cool colors next to warm colors, just to make everything kind of vibrate. And here we go. Ba-boom. Ooh, I went right over that black. All right. So throw down some of this aqua. I was about to start on a brand new piece, but I wanted to kind of get kicked off with something exciting. Let's see, where else can I put this? I'll put it right here. Might not be the best spot, but it's a spot. All right, I can't really see any place. Oh, I'm trying to, whenever I do this, I like try to squeeze out a little bit of a color, and then I use it all up. And if that means having to start a new painting because I don't see any other place to put that blue except for right here, then it's time to start anew. All right, here we go. Oh. Let's talk about this artwork for a second, because I love it when this happens. It's like we got this curve going from the right and then down, and then it stops, and then it goes down. I could just keep going back and forth forever, but the paper ended. So I do like this aqua blue color a lot. It is just so pretty. All right, which way am I going here? Boom, and then boom. Throw in some 3D effects. I was just now like, why is it so quiet? And I realized that we don't have music on. That's okay. We'll put on some, we'll add music in the, what's that called? After post-production, that's it. Throw some music in on the post-production. Or some sound effects. Boom. This scale, this is kind of like a standard size is, oh no, is this 30 by 22? I think so. I think this is like the standard size that big sheets of paper come in, is 30 by 22 and a quarter, or something like that. Oh, boom. Doing the old little wrap around there. Whoa. Whoa. And yay. All right. Really, it's really happening over here. All right, gang. Get out your watercolors or gouache. If you have some gouache, I'm using gouache. Oh, nice effects. That was sweet. I like that move. Got Dan Carden back in the booth. What up, Dan? Boom. All right, I might be going overboard with this blue, but I gotta finish it off, so that's all right. What I don't, I could just kind of cover up what I don't like. That's the cool thing about this paint compared to regular watercolor, is this stuff is opaque, even when you thin it down with water. Pro tip, use a Frisbee as a palette, and once your paint gets all caked in on the inside, you throw it in the freezer and just drop it on the ground, and all the paint will pop out of the inside of it. And it'll be good as new, pretty much. I mean, you can kind of do a little rinse afterward, but let's see what we got here. Whoa, that was weird. Oh, I'm almost out of blue. That's what I wanted. I wanted that to happen. Oh, geez. I just realized we're using like a blue screen, and I started this sucker off with blue. I mean, are we even seeing anything? All right, that's cool. In real life, I know that I'm like, it looks like I'm drawing like transparency. Now, okay, you can see that. That's fine. Yeah, it's like the color of my hat. It's like aqua blue. If it was a darker blue, you wouldn't be able to see anything. Dan's shaking his head back there. He's been thinking that since the second I started. He's like, dude, what are you doing? You're starting with blue. We're not going to be able to see anything. All right. Something about doing this where I like put the little 3-layer 3D reminds me of like layer cake. Every single time I do it, either layer cake or sandwich cookies or something like that. But yeah, it's fun stuff. All right, this is the last little bit of blue, and then we're switching colors to try something else. You can call into the station, and you can request a color. And so, all right, nobody called. There's no phone number. It's 1-900-555 get art. No, that doesn't make any sense, but all right, let's see. What looks good with aqua blue? What are you using on your painting to do a painting or your drawing? Are you using a pencil? And so it's time to switch colors. Are you using pastel? If you were using a light color, maybe it's time to switch to a dark color. If you're using a hot color, maybe it's time to switch to a warm or a cool color. So, what is the opposite of lightish blue? I'm going to say we're going to have to go darker, and it's going to have to be something warm. We got deep magenta, which is like a beautiful kind of deep magenta color. And if you want to go really psychedelic, we go red violet, but there's also wine red. But there's this one that's just regular magenta. This one, I know when I love like using this color because it's so obnoxious that like I just know that I'm just not going to be able to sell this thing. As soon as I put this color on here, it's all for me. This piece is all about having fun, because who would buy a painting with magenta on it? Sorry to make it all commercial about making money and selling artwork, but it's on my mind sometimes whenever I'm painting. I'm just like, but it's good to like get free of that and think, I'm putting magenta on it. I don't care. I like this color. And I don't care if nobody's going to buy it because it's got magenta on it and it looks like the Joker's car or something. That doesn't bother. Oh, that was cool. You know what? You know what's a socially acceptable way to use magenta? Flowers. If you're painting flowers, no one's gonna bother you if you use magenta. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a beautiful color. But you can just ignore my weird hang-ups that I have about colors. I just kind of I just assume if it's really fun, people don't like it. And to me, magenta is about as fun as it gets. The next one is like Kelly green, or this color. Love this color. I like using it for the same reason I like using magenta. It's like as soon as I put this on there, I'm like, this is all for me, because nobody's gonna want this crazy, obnoxious thing. Oh, we're at the end. We're at the end of the magenta. Throw this little move up in here. Boom, boom, boom. And what else do we got? I can do that. All right, I busted out that deep magenta. Let's see what I got. That was good. That was a good move. We got to do that again. We're gonna have to remember that move. All right, I busted out so much deep magenta that it was too much. That's all right. I'll just switch to that other painting and throw down some magenta. throw this deep magenta down next to the regular magenta, and later on I can throw in like another light blue or a light green right in between those two. Oh, like a chartreuse between these two stripes is gonna be banging. That's my plan. I got a plan for you, little buddy, right here. I'm coming for you with magenta, that little spot. All right. I'm gonna, okay. This is getting weird because I went so hard with that first layer. It's like sometimes I don't know whether I'm drawing or I'm painting. And that's okay. I think in this case I'm kind of doing both. Oh, I'm making another spot for the chartreuse to go right here. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh. Whoa. Oh God. I'm gonna say right here. I'm switching from drawing to painting again. What do we got? I should close out this thing over here. Oh, I don't know about this outline. That's all right. You know what's cool about messing up and doing something that you really don't like? Then, like, the more you mess up, the uglier the painting is. Then you kind of like, you don't have anything to lose. Like when the painting starts looking really nice early on, oh my gosh, you know that thing is gonna take forever. I mean, you're talking about years of work ahead of you. But if you go ahead and like make it really ugly right off the bat and just make a big old mess, you're just free because you can do anything. You can't go wrong after it looks like crap. You can just keep on making it get worse and worse and worse. Like, just go at it, and then later you'll be like, oh, I know what it needs there, and then it's like, and then it starts getting prettier, and then you got just all this ugly stuff going to work with. It's great. I mean, that's my technique. Make a mess early on. Make it ugly. Start ugly, and pretty it up later on. Or just make an ugly painting, like start to finish, and then the next time you can try to make a pretty one, and then make that one ugly too, and then the next one you can try to make it good looking. You know, it's like, but it's all about, you know, get those ugly colors out that you think nobody likes, that maybe even you don't like. You just get them out, use them. That's this episode. Go ugly. That's the title of episode number 5. Oh my gosh, I'm getting thirsty, all this chit chat. I like that move. That was a good move. The old swirly in a way. Very UFO flying off into the distance kind of vibe. All right, kids. I got a little bit of this deep magenta left, and I got a situation because I guess I can just let this thing get kind of messed up on the back. It's okay if it gets some wet paint on it. I'm all right. That's all right. We're not gonna break any rules. See this spot. I mean, these are kind of contrasting. This oh geez, can you even see that? Yeah, a little bit. This pink next to this, it's called ice green. That's the tube color. You know, it's kind of contrasting. Now this is, okay, perfect example. I do not like putting this dark maroon magenta color right next to pink. I do like putting it next to that aqua, but putting it next to the pink is like, I don't know what it reminds me of. It's like some 70s like wallpaper or something, just awful. But it's okay, because now I have to fix that at some point. It looks terrible, and so I'm making, you know, it's like I'm giving myself a job to do later on. Let's see, we can see a little pattern going here. It goes deep magenta, aqua, purple, aqua, and then bow, deep magenta. You saw what I did there? Yeah, you did, you saw it. I'm gonna say there's a tiny little puddle of deep magenta left. I'm gonna throw it right down here between the red and this chartreuse. Now, deep magenta next to that vermilion red is like, that is banging, bro. Not next to pink, but next to that red, that looks tight. I like that. All right, I'm gonna throw this, and this is it. I thought that was it, but this is really it. This color is finished. I'm out. If I want to squeeze out some more, then I'll have to find a bunch of new places for it, and I'm just not going that way. So, let's see what we got here. How many minutes are we in? Do you know? 2, 3, 23 minutes. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes. Oh, let's see. I just got paint on the back and the front of this. I better set it somewhere safe. Pardon me for a second. I'm gonna step off screen, but I'm still here. I didn't leave. I'm back. All right, what color does this thing need? I think, it could be pink. I mean, I was saying chartreuse, but I know that those colors aren't dry yet, so. Oh, yellow and that dark deep red. Oh, what is this like? I don't even know, man. That is hideous. You can't do that. But wait, what if I did it? If I hate it so much, that not means I should do it. But no, that's over the line. This is what I'm talking about. It's like you look, and then you look at your pile of paint, and you say, what do I want? What color do I want on here? And then one of them just yells at you, me. Orange, yellow, hello. And I got the orange, yellow out. Now, orange, yellow, I know from experience, is kind of, it's not as opaque as some of these other colors. So I need some clean water. So I'm gonna dump out this dirty water and get, oh, there's barely anything left in there. I'm gonna get some fresh. Ooh, I'm thirsty. All right, shawl. Grandma wears a shawl. All right. Orange yellow goes right here. Boom. That is the right color for this painting. I can just tell. I'll go right here. A little like this. Well, is that light? It's about the same. These two are the same tone. If you want to cheat, if you're ever like, which color is darker and you're working in color, or which color is darker, you can cheat by using the black and white function on your camera, like the filter, and you just hold your phone up to it and it'll tell you. You just say, or you don't say anything, but yeah, you get the picture. You use your black and white to figure it out. Oh my gosh, this yellow orange next to that deep magenta. Oh my God, that is awesome. Now that's the 70s wallpaper that I want. But no, not yellow. That would be hideous. Alright, I'm going to throw this up in the middle of here. I don't like it. I just hate it. As soon as I did it, but even before I did it, I was thinking, wrong. wrong color, wrong spot. But I did it anyway because, we're learning. We learn from our mistakes. Or we make those same mistakes over and over and over and over. Oh, there's a little bit of wet along the edge, bottom edge of that, wet deep magenta, and it's like bleeding into that orange. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say, oh, I got it. I got you. Wa-boom. And now I'm drawing. You thought I was painting with this. You saw that? I drew. And maybe I'll switch back to painting. I don't know. You decide whether this is drawing or painting. Here I go. That's kind of like right in between drawing and painting. I don't even think it matters which one it is, but I like to just kind of play with that idea. It's like, am I drawing? Am I painting? What the heck am I doing? All right, let's see what we got here. I can do this. I'm gonna draw again. Ooh, I touched the blue to that orange. Yikes. Wrong move. I meant to leave a little space there, but they're touching, so that's okay. This is about to get muddy. And I think we're in a really good spot because this thing looks terrible. And we should probably just, I think we're almost we're pushing into 30 minutes. And I could just keep going, but I tell you, it is just going to get uglier and uglier and uglier. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to work. Oh, get this little drip. I'm going to work on it at home for the next couple of weeks. And then and we're going to get back in there, and I'll show you where I ended up, kind of like the way I did with that one, where I started it on episode number 3, and then kind of got back in there a little bit today. I want to thank y'all for coming out to, or for viewing, and yeah, I can't wait to see what you make. Email it to me at whatever my email address is. I'm not actually going to tell you right now because I'm going to have to decide about that later on. And all right, y'all, take care. Peace out.